One of the most beautiful cities in the world, San Diego, California, and Snapdragon Stadium. We have a late-season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the San Diego State Aztecs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
San Diego State's head coach told me before the game, this is obviously a huge matchup. With a 5-game winning streak on the line, they understand that they are facing one of the best teams in the country. A top 25 matchup. He's been warning his team all week at practice. Do not take them lightly. They want to be 1-0 after this week and keep the streak alive. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Running inside, it's Bernard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down. And the Owls come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got a little grass. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Owls. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Gonna run it. It's Sutton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's think just for a minute about big picture San Diego State. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Wide receiver going in motion. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's caught. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
In the red area, it's Bernard. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
They'll ride the hot hand. Shakes off the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Has it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Owls. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react. And
finding some room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Aztecs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on this second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
They're working that left side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. A lot of offensive coordinators love to screen you to death and work the ball down the field, Jesse, but a negative play like that will take you out of your game plan.
And that's not the last screen that they've got in their playbook offensively. They're going to try and do it a few different other ways, but give the defense credit. D-line doing a nice job watching the quarterback, stopping the rush, and everybody just seemed to hone in on the running back on that screen.
All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. He tries to take the top off. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines. They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bernard. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go right back downfield. He lost one down the sideline. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Gonna run it. It's Bernard. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The quick out. Crosses the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage.
Going deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the draw, it's Sutton. At the 35, he's got room. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with the run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle, it's Henry. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The Owls, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And if anything, this offense has proven one thing, man. They're stubborn. Like, they're going to continue to run the football. That's who they are. That's the identity. They haven't shown great numbers, and they haven't done an elite job, but sticking with it, make this defense play honest. Now here in a 3rd and short situation, will they do it again? They'll still have 4th down afterward.
Touchdown, Owls! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
With the catch, it's Mitchell. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wants to throw on 3rd. Finds his big tight end. The Aztecs call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Now San Diego State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Aztecs with the 1st and 10. Now the play fake. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Timeout called by San Diego State. That's their third and final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Ready, but hot.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Dead center perfect.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Boston College Eagles.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to... Snags it, and there's running room. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The Aztecs have a lot of options on second and inches. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space. It's Mitchell. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Handoff to the lone back. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, San Diego State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did.
It's a running room. Running inside the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Holloway. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Makes the grab. There he goes. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Uncorks it. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Mitchell. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Aztecs want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Owls! How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Let's see what they've got on second down. They go right back to him. Picks up the first down. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. This time he wants to throw. Got a man, it's Napier. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Aztecs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Makes the catch. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw again. Fires into the end zone. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking for a crease. It's Bernard. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's loose. All kinds of room to the right. The 20, the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Owls. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Makes the catch. It's Napier. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Aztecs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Fires quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Sutton. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Looking to throw. It's caught for the 2. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires complete. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And really nothing else the quarterback could have done there. He wanted to throw the ball further downfield, obviously, to move the sticks, but the defense just took everything away. So he had to check it down, and the defense was able to rally, now setting up 4th.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Mitchell. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quickly out to the tight end. Maybe some room here. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Looking down the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Being chased. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
That's caught. It's Napier. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The Aztecs call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quick completion on the out route. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. The 50.
They're throwing for it on a 2-point conversion. He gets the pick. He's got a convoy. Is he gone? Is it going to be 2 points the other way? He gets tackled across the 50-yard line. Nice job by the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. He takes the knee and the undefeated season continues.